Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. You want to talk about one of the coolest cars we've ever had. This one right here, off the hook. And I'll tell you why. For instance, it's really a 1958 VW underneath. It's titled that way. It started life that way. It had a complete frame-off restoration of it just recently to the tune of somewhere around $30,000, and we have almost all of those receipts, okay? Secondly, the body on those cars is this really cool Volkswagen Dune Buggy kit from 1970s that you could get from Sears, and it had flowers on it and stuff like that. And this had the original gel coat metallic paint on it. We just repainted the car because the underneath of the car had all been done, but he wanted to preserve the original paint that it needed to be done. So we had it repainted, and it came out awesome. And this car is so cool to drive. I drove it the other day. I took the pictures of it, even though we have a bunch of people here. We fought over who was going to drive this car, and it is just badass. I mean, this thing rolls down the road. It handles great. It sounds spectacular. You need to walk around with me for a second. Let's look at some detail and see where all the money was spent on it. The underneath of the car is going to be tough to count the dollars, but for instance, like when we get back to the engine and transmission, the transmission alone was $4,500. That's so that it could stay together and deliver all that power to the rear wheels, and this thing will surprise virtually any modern sports car today. It is wicked fast. The guy drove it in a quarter mile a couple times, and I was able to get it into the 11-second range in this little Dune Buggy, which today's modern car with big horsepower maybe gets into the 12s. Most of them are in the 13s. This one ran in the 11s, so it's kind of cool. Anyway, it was built to drive, and it's built to have fun. So brand new top here, and that's marine grade canvas. Come on up here so you can check out our brand new paint we just had done. I haven't had it wet sanded and buffed all the way because it's still drying, but I just wanted you to see what the initial kind of quality looked like. And I love the color. It's that bright blue. It looks so much like a beach buggy car, and it's just a great cool car to owe to the beach. All right, so let's look around for a second. So all new suspension in here. The shocks themselves are adjustable for ride, and this is designed here to have a little firmer ride in the rear than the front, so that if you step on the gas hard, it has enough suspension to support everything in there, so you don't, make the front end really light. So it keeps it kind of level as you're going down the road. All the suspension's rebuilt in here. This has the big 5-lug wheels. Check these out. Heavy duty studs. The MP's on here. Those wheels look awesome. I love these wheels on this car. That's half the reason why I had to have it. All right. Come in here for a second, kind of look at inside here and look at some of like the fuel system, cooling systems and things like that. All braided steel lines. It's like an engineer built this car. Optima battery, always a good sign when you see an Optima battery. I mean, somebody bought the most expensive battery that was available. Okay. And everything back in here. Now let's look at the detail up in here. So what we have here now is, for instance, I don't know if you can see how heavy duty the transmission is, the boots, the half shafts. It's got QA1 adjustable shocks in there. Also with straps on it to keep the rear end from squatting down too much and keep everything level when you ride, which is really cool if you want to take it in the sand. This way the wheels won't fall down too far. It really makes a big difference. You can completely turn the car off if you want to right there. All right. And everything here is all ceramic coated. So this is a turbocharged engine. Everything inside the engine's hand built. The case, obviously all aluminum and detailed very nicely. So check out the Kinetics turbo system here. And it really comes all the way down here. So this is actually a Holley 2-barrel carburetor, which is really cool. It's so easy to work on. Anybody can work on a Holley. This is not some elaborate multi-point custom fuel injection from some other country that no one here will know about. It's a Holley. Mixes it just like it did in the 60s and 70s, right in here through the turbo. Turbo puts it right in the engine. If it makes too much boost, this is the blow-off part. This is the regular muffler right here. But check this out, man. All braided steel lines. Gauges right here for oil pressure, as well as a sending unit for the gauge that's on the dash. It's easy to check the oil still. Oil fill right here. All billet parts, all polished, all detail. This is the kind of stuff that makes building these cars very expensive. Remote oil filter access right over here. And this is nice too. This is the most roll cage you can typically put in a car and make for easy and egress and entrance. For instance, like this right here is tied all the way to the back of the frame. It's tied in the middle of the frame. It's tied across the frame, okay? It's tied down here. It's tied right here at the windshield header, and then it goes all the way to the front push bar there. So this entire top of this car is what we would call a tube chassis. The underneath is a complete pan for like a unibody feel. So not only is the ride great, you know, if anything happened, you have some support here and you're not unsafe. All right, this is nice here too. You can throw a couple coolers back here. You can throw some beach chairs back here. You could just hit the road and go on some back roads and go for a ride. And it's got a little storage, so it's not just a single purpose car. All right, so they gave some thought to the interior of the car and we need to check that out. So check this out for a second. This is kind of cool. Has a quick release steering wheel, so it makes it a lot easier to get in and out of the car. All right, and I'm 6'1", just to give you an idea. Check that out. Okay, cool. So I'm 6'1", you put the yellow stripe up, so you center it, just pull the ring back, it goes on, and there you go, you're ready to go. So full gauges from a tachometer, all in here. You have even things, because we wanted it to be street legal, it has turn signals. It's got headlights, it's got a horn. We turned the power off back there, but it's got a horn. It's got virtually everything you need. Plus it's got big seat belts here. Now you don't have to hook up all these seat belts. It just came that way. Most of the people will take some of these seat belts and just throw them behind the seats and whatever. This right here is kind of nice too because it has adjustable boost. If you just want, you know, a good amount of power, you leave it a little bit lower. You want a lot of power, you can crank it up a little bit. If you want super power, you're gonna have to put, you know, high octane gas in the car, but you can crank it up. And the engine was built for that reason. The engine was built as a turbocharged engine. It wasn't built as an engine, and then somebody threw a turbo on it. This car was built all around the drivetrain, and then it's ready to go. So it says it right here. You might want to check that out. Get in, sit down, shut up, and hold on. And this is exactly what this car does. This car rolls down the road, and it's so easy to drive. The one thing I loved so much about it was the shifter. It has the close ratio shifter. Like, check this out. Look at that. If you've ever been in a Volkswagen before, you would normally, the throw would be from here to there to here. Not the case. When you're driving, man, it's just super, super easy to move around. And then it's got reverse lockout too. Hey, part of the cool of this thing is, forget the fact that it's great looking, it's a lot of fun to drive, but the sound of this thing is wicked. So let me fire it up for you so you can hear it. This is not your father's Volkswagen. You know, I want to recap this a little bit, and I apologize, but I'm going to read a little bit off of here for a second. The only reason I'm reading off here a little bit is because there's so much done to this, I couldn't remember everything. From the special Rhino case of the transmission, you know, to the Turbo Kinetics turbocharged system, the Holley carburetor, the cage frame, the QA1 adjustable suspension. Those are very expensive aluminum shocks. I love the alloys that are on it with the BF Goodrich radial TAs. And you just go on, and I think that if you're ever trying to build a really cool car, this is how you would build this car. You know, the paint is brand new, magneto blue paint, and virtually everything else in the car is like brand new. It's a really, really cool car. Sorry if I keep rambling on or whatever, but this thing is wicked fast. It sounds spectacular, and when you go down the road, man, everybody gives you this. They just love this car. Anyway, 58 Dune Buggy. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about it.